A lot of us loved X-Men movies, right? Seeing how mutants coexisted with humans, yet struggled to fit in with society. Makes you wonder, what if this was actually our reality, and mutants were indeed real? How would life be for us? How would life be for society? Well, before we claw our way into this video, please be sure to subscribe. Now let's get to it. Humans would no doubt fear mutants, for there would be some mutants that have no powers, then there would be mutants that have powers as strong or stronger than a nuclear missile. Instead of mutants having to arm themselves with weapons, they pretty much would be their own weapon. This no doubt would scare the shit out of people. People would be seen as mutants are fighting either other people or one another, destroying blocks, roads, buildings, and cities while fighting, making society be thrown in a panic, scared of mutants, demanding the government take the mutants out. In the X-Men movies, we see how the X-Men and many other mutants are in hiding most of the time, but in actual reality, it most likely would be the humans that would be in lockdown and in hiding. There most likely would be orders by the state and federal government for people to stay in their homes while special agents or troops hunt for mutants.
Surrender, mutant.
Of course. Not.
Many people would be afraid to go out, thinking mutants would manipulate their mind or disrupt bodily functions if they just step out. Many humans would be staying in, waiting for the lockdown to be lifted. I mean, think about it. If society is told to stay home due to the coronavirus, you don't think the government will tell people to stay home if there are mutants that can make the earth shake at will or invade one's mind?
What?
You've been on your computer all weekend. Shouldn't you go out and socialize with your friends?
I am socializing, Artard. I'm logged on to an MMORPG with people from all over the world and getting XP with my party using TeamSpeak.
I'm not an Artard.
Speaking of lockdown, it is possible that government officials would be taking those that are not mutants away from cities or towns and placing them in some kind of safe camps or telling people to evacuate their homes and cities, while troops and special forces hunt and fight mutants, because let's be honest, it'll be a huge war and battle going on as the troops shoot, blast, and fire at the mutants, and mutants use the weather and cause earthquakes or shoot fire retaliating. Sadly, there will be many people who suspect other people of being a mutant, and of course turn them in. The person who is just a normal person will be taken against their will, have tests run on them, some that might hurt or frighten them before they realize that the person is no mutant. Whichever mutants are captured most likely will be used as prisoners and slaves for experiments and to help the government fight other mutants. Mutants would be outnumbered, but government troops would be outpowered, as most of the mutants would be able to use their powers to beat, destroy, or defuse the weapons that the troops were using against the mutants. So no doubt troops will be forcing mutants that they capture to fight with them and having mutants destroy mutants. If there was a Mutant Rights, it probably would be only for a small portion of mutants. Mutants that would have no power and would be even more vulnerable to humans than humans are to them. These mutants most likely would have a small support of humans fighting for them, trying to show the world and humanity that they are not a threat and that they deserve fair treatment or better treatment than every other human and mutant on the planet. Racism would no longer be an issue. So many negative things would happen in the world if mutants existed, but one thing that would happen is people would no longer be seeing one another as different races or ethnic group. People would see each other as one race, the human race, and we all have to stick together. The sad part is that it would have to take another kind of race that is not human for people to get the clue on this. What are your thoughts? How would the world be if we lived in the hypothetical reality and mutants actually did exist? Well, leave them in the comments below.